Peace and love. We back at it again. Prince Yohoshi. Nah, man. I'm here with my co-host. He can introduce himself. You know, it's going down. We're giving you what you're looking for. We're here to tell nothing but the truth. The truth will set you free.
Peace, peace. Folks Bay chiming in with the beloved brothers, Yehoshim. And yeah, we here to lift some veils, man. Inshallah, get some brothers to think. You know what I mean? And hopefully get some conversation started and better than that, get some action done. You know what I mean? It's a lot of conversations been taking place.
Well, we can get right to it, brother. Nah, man. Like,
Yes, sir.
we can dive right into it.
Let's go break it down. So my first question was how many sects of religion is it? And I that mean like that's the whole broad span of all religions.
Um, that's like asking how many stars is in the sky.
Yeah. Right.
It's over
Right.
100 plus religions. Um, a lot, all of them that we are in the knowing about comes from the Book of the Dead. Kemet. So everybody took their little piece from Kemet. Christianity took their piece. Islam took their piece. Taoism took their piece. Hinduism took their piece. Um, it's 100 plus, 1,000 plus religions. It's religions we don't even know about. You know,
That part.
it's like one's going from a tribe into a nation state. One's trying to erase the tribalism and going to nation state. So if you do that, you're eliminating history.
Peace. That's peace. All right. Uh my next question was where are the origins of these sects? Like where do a lot of these sects start from? But I feel like you just answered that with the first question.
Yeah, Kemet. Some could
Yeah.
say North Africa. But we all know that at one point the continent was one, which some know it as the Pangea. I know it as Asia. I mean the Asiatic people, the Ashaya people. So we know Christianity comes from Europe. Islam comes from the Mid Eastern. Um, we know the indigenous great spirit God comes from America. We know Taoism comes from China. Hinduism comes from India. And Africa is different spirituality. Northern Africa is the land of the Moors. The further you go into it, you're dealing with spirituality, ancestral.
Mm, that's peace. And I feel like that's really the basis of the tonight's build.
Mm.
Is tapping back in with your ancestral spirituality. Um, but with that, we'll get right into the next question. Uh, do animals have a religion? And if so, uh, what would their god or goddess be? Plural or goddesses, gods?
Animals don't have a religion. I have never seen an animal get on their knees and pray unless they're taught by a human to do so. Birds don't wait to a certain time of the day to stop and pray. Alligators don't pray. I haven't seen a shark pray. I haven't seen gnats or flies that run around are annoying as fuck pray. You
Right.
dig what I'm saying? They are submissive to nature. They follow the natural law. They know at any time we can, it's over, your ass is dead. You die. Know what I mean? So when we're dealing with religion, that is something that was created to control the minds of the men and women. Know what I mean? And in Latin, religion means to re-lead. Know what I mean? To bind. Know what I mean? To
Right.
put in bondage.
And then also, you know, the Roman army. The name for the Roman army is the Legion. So,
Hmm.
you add re to that and you
Right.
just reinvigorating the army, if
Right.
you will.
So read Legions. Know what I
Right.
mean? Legions have over 3,000 demons inside of them. Know what I mean?
Yes,
But
sir.
ones don't underturn the legions. Um, you can look up the movie Legions. Know what I mean? Where Michael had to come back, and they're trying to kill the baby that was born.
Yeah.
They went through all that chaos. X, Y, Z. A lot of stuff they put out on the screen.
Yeah. Definitely agree
But I
with that.
haven't seen an animal worship no religion. I mean,
I haven't either. But
dogs
let's
worship man to a certain degree.
that yes, but that's why in the Piscean records it say that we our dominion, like we that Earth is our dominion for that reason because we
We're
have the
given
higher. We
dominion
supposed to
over
have
the
that.
earth, but we have to take back the authority. We have to take back the control. I mean, that's following knowledge itself. Like a dog can read your spirit. He knows you a fuck nigga or not.
Hmm.
That
Every
dog
animal,
get the
every
barking. You got
animal.
a certain person in your house, and your dog continue to bark. Something ain't right with their spirit. Know
Mhm.
what I mean? Unless he's on high alert or something. But once you tell, hey, calm down, chill. He supposed to relax. He keep going. He telling you, hey, he ain't right. I mean,
That part, and that was the purpose of that question to bring that out. The fact that
because I
and
done had dogs run up to me and sit down, like literally run up and sit, and they owner be like, hey, come on, let's go. The dog be like, no, but they're just aligning with my spirit. They feel my aura. Know what I
that's
mean?
instinct right there.
I get I would give off a vibration like, yo, that's your master, not me. Know what I mean? Like I ain't trying to be in no confrontation with your owner.
Islam, Islam, definitely feel that
And
one,
my
good
dog
brother.
never did this before, I bet.
Right, I'm about to say it's different when you tap. It's different when you tap in, good brother. Definitely different when you tap in. Um, the next question is there such thing as a meta or quantum religion
No,
that you have heard of?
no.
Peace.
If it is, it's something that man created.
Right,
Because when you're dealing with a meta or quantum, that's something you must tap in with inside yourself. I mean,
right.
that's spirituality. That's not religion. That's something you can't really play with. Know what I mean? You can't play with the energies inside the cosmetics. Know what I mean? The cosmos are not gonna play with you. Know what I mean? That's non-cipher all day. Like once you start tapping in with energies, and I can walk in the room and I'm like, yo, I don't need to be here today. Know what I mean? Or
That part. Yes,
you can
sir.
look you can even when you get on calls, you like, some of these niggas faking the funk. Know what I mean? Like I guess you'll call it empath. Know what I mean? Like it's something
Intuition.
that can't be taught to you. It's something that you have to master within. Know what I mean? Like
Yes, sir.
it's a internal thing, internal alignment. So it's something you have to learn within, not without.
You feel like that would be like your sixth sense or seventh sense?
It'll be your seventh sense because it's like the third heaven. A lot of people talk about the third heaven as eight deaths, but I'm gonna just be real. A lot of them be faking the funk too because a lot. If you enter the third heaven, you're really tapped in. Know what I mean? Like you know what's going on. You ain't. Know what I mean? So you
Right.
start. You're aligned. A lot of people they're not aligned. They be playing with spirituality. They really do. Know what I mean, like that's why I don't watch a bunch of YouTube videos. I really don't care about none of that shit because I
Right.
have
It's
my
up.
books. My
I
books
mean,
is my YouTube. Know what I mean?
yes, sir.
It's YouTube. Dig what I'm saying? You're inside the tube. Know what I mean?
That
I have
part.
my books for that. They watch YouTube. I watch my books.
I feel that. I definitely feel that, good brother. Yeah, it's different, like you said, when you tapped into that third heaven.
Yeah, I'd rather have a real
Cause,
conversation than to come up with some fake ass bullshit ass conversation. You dig what I'm saying? Like I want to build with brothers that are genuine.
mm-hmm.
Man. Just like when I went built with my brother today, and he made history. We really had a kickback conversation. Like, dang, bro. Know what I mean? Remember when we was in the hold and niggas had to pop the motherfucking door to get their tray and nigga, now we in control of this shit. You dig what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
We in the
that's
control room. You know what I mean? We control the control room. You know what I mean? We open the gates. We took the locks off the gates. That's called power. You dig what I'm saying? That's manifesting. That's is you being inside a cell, graduate and come outside the cell, graduate to have the key to open the door to the cell whenever you feel like it. That is a transformation of elevation to the highest level.
that is a
You know what I
fact.
mean? You go from
That's a fact.
walking to running to getting in a car. But don't ever forget about walking and running. Because it might be a day you have to go back to walk, to run, to get back in the car.
Mm-hmm. That's peace. I definitely feel that. Yeah, that's a feat that most men from our background won't never. I feel like well, I ain't gonna say that. Inshallah, they do, but it's yet to be done. I definitely say that I haven't seen any Asiatic brother coming from the background we come from um, complete that task. So, and even the brothers that we grown accustomed to looking up to, even on the day of today, haven't completed that
My
task.
bro today became my hero in the flesh. And I told him that. I said, bro, you my
Agree
hero.
with that.
Know what I mean? You
Yeah.
motivate me to go further than what I need to go. Know what I mean? You showed me that there's no limits to this shit. Know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? The only person that
Definitely
can
feel
limit
that.
you is yourself. And like he said, this is bigger than me and you. Know what I mean? This right here is bigger than me and you. God knows best. Allah knows best. Jah knows best. Yahweh knows best.
Them seven eyes of Allah. Yeah.
So ones don't it gets deep, bro. It really does. That's why I tell people I'm on my journey and I gotta walk my path regardless. That's what ones have to understand. You gotta
Yeah.
walk your walk regardless. Without me,
Yes,
rather
sir.
where I support you walking your journey, but I still have to walk my walk. You still have to
Mm-hmm.
walk your walk. It's like going to school, right? When we get out of school, nigga, we got two different directions to go home. We still
Mm-hmm.
gotta walk home by ourselves. Know what I
Yeah.
mean? When you wake up in the morning, I see you at school. When I get out of school, I gotta walk home alone. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Inshallah, I see you tomorrow. But I have to walk this path alone. And
That
that's
part.
what ones fail. And when you have ones that pour into you, take that as a gift, not as a game. Don't get the G messed up. Take it as a gift, not as a game. But this science is not to be played with.
I
Because if
agree
you
with
play
that.
with it, the only one you playing with is
It's
yourself.
yourself. Yeah. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that, beloved. I definitely agree with that. Um, Next question is
Mhm.
if the nearest place we can meet Allah is the heart, then who do we meet in our brain? Would you say?
Subconscious.
Right. So would you call that your higher self or your lower self? Or would
Well,
you call that something else? That
I
arrives
call
with
it the
something else.
matrix.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you meet the matrix in the brain
I
because
could
you have
yeah.
right side, left side,
Mhm.
yes or no. I agree, I
Alpha, beta. Yeah.
disagree. Know what I mean?
Yes,
So
sir.
now, which way you gonna go? You can destroy your internal by what you're thinking about. Know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
you can have a heart attack by thinking about too much stress. Know what I mean? You raise your blood pressure. Know what I mean? All the blood starts shooting to your brain. Know what I mean? You're killing yourself. So that's how we got to think about the things we think about, the things we do, our stress level. We could cause harm to ourselves. That's why you shouldn't give a fuck what a person think about you. If you know that you're going in the right direction, who gives a fuck what anybody thinks?
Definitely agree with that one.
You know what I
Definitely agree
mean?
with that one.
Even when
Most
coming
people.
out the streets, oh bro, you lame, bro, you ain't outside. Nigga, you're pussy and you're gonna die. Okay. You wanna keep talking about this?
That part, man. Yeah. But again, that's why we making the strides and the moves that we making, because
So we're supposed to tell the truth. Truth can be told in many different ways. I prefer to tell the truth uncut in this in
yeah, most
2026.
most yeah, most of us would prefer it that way, but society builds shit up to be different.
I don't want to tell my brother the watered down preacher truth. I mean, I'd rather tell you the real shit. Oh, bro, you ain't outside spinning the block. Nigga, you're stupid. You're going to jail. They have all these cameras outside. Nigga, what? They watch you made that same play 10 times already. You ain't made enough money for them to come get you. Case closed. All right. Anything else you want to talk about? Niggas be like, oh shit. All right. Come holler at me when you ready to get right.
Yeah, brothers gonna find out, man. Inshallah. It's definitely a different time that we live in, way different. So, and like you said, the cameras and the technology ain't doing nothing but advancing every second of every day, not just every day, but every second of every day.
They know
So,
everything that everybody's doing right now.
oh yeah,
The
oh
phone.
yeah,
They have a. Can I tell this? They gonna be on my motherfucking top.
yeah. I about to say, leave it classified, beloved.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave
Leave it
that alone.
classified.
Just know they know every single text that you send out your phone.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I
Nothing
ain't
you
every.
send, they it doesn't miss. It goes somewhere in a database.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Everybody
got the
see
text,
that.
how did the text get to you? I'm gonna leave it right there. If I sent you a text, how did it get to you? Who transferred it? All right, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, man. That's
Intercept receivers, senders and receivers. Somebody
yeah.
get intercepted. It have to go through a tower.
Right. That's the dance that most people don't want to take,
Did
bro.
you have a signal? Do you got your 5 plus?
Mhm. Yeah. Next question would be: do religion go off of bloodlines and tribes? Would you say? I know not all of them.
Ancient
I,
time, yes.
yeah.
In this day and time, no. Like
Right.
Shia Muslim, the Shia was going off a bloodline, but you have so many Shias now. They're not all of them are not directly descendants of Ali or Muhammad. It been split so many ways.
Right.
So now, not really. Christianity's not bloodline. That
Yeah.
doesn't belong to us.
Yeah. That's just a belief system.
Religion is a war tool. I mean, I go in your country, slaughter y'all, and make you convert. I mean, hey brother, you want to be Muslim? Nah, I don't want to be Muslim. Ask your family, you want to be Muslim? I want to be Muslim. I'm gonna kill you. Pow! Y'all want to be Muslim? Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Let's keep going. Know what I mean, that's how it works. Do you
Yeah.
believe in Jesus as your Lord and Savior? No. How about y'all? Oh, this is y'all leader? Bang! Do you believe in Jesus, your Lord, as your Savior?
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Pussy. That means niggas is pussy.
Yeah.
Came in your
Slide.
house, shot the head of the house, and made y'all submit. Like, you gotta lay all of us down. We'll see you on the other side, buddy.
That part. That part. I definitely agree with that. Um, the next question would be, Do you think we are supposed to follow the footsteps of the prophets or follow them to lead better uh, in a customized way?
It's something called prophethood.
Yes, sir.
There's degrees to that.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go through them chambers, you become a prophet. You have to become a student before you become a teacher. You have to be a teacher before you become a prophet. It's a learning system. Jesus wasn't a prophet first. He had to go in the synagogue to learn the different scriptures. He sat among the religious leaders. He went into different houses. Same thing with Muhammad. Then he had to be taught.
Mm-hmm.
He was a merchant before he was a prophet.
That's wrong.
So it's the same thing with Noble Drew Ali. He was a student. Remember, he went to Egypt. What did he go to Egypt for? To come back with the scrolls to give it to the people that was lost. So, you know what I mean? It's called prophethood. And ones want to talk about Antichrist and this and that. You know what I mean? Anybody could be the Antichrist too. You know what I mean? You have to learn how to cipher. The
Yeah,
biggest problem is why not step into prophethood yourself so you can't be misled?
and that was the basis of the question. Was when you go through these works, when you go through the chambers, when you go through not just the more science literature, but when you go through any religious literature, how do you interpret it? How do it connect to you? Do you even feel a connection to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then with that being said, when you do connect to it, if you do connect to it, do you look at it like, oh, I got to do this to a T, if you will, like following verbatim, or do
No,
you
you
look at
you
it?
move you move in your own light.
Right,
Everybody moved in their own light. Noble Drew
right,
Ali moved in his own light.
and that's what I
After the 12 Imams, you had the Bab, which in Arabic means the gate. He was a prophet. Then after him became the Baha'u'llah. They all moved in their own light. Abraham did things different than Moses. Moses did different things than Joshua. Joshua did different things than Aaron. Nah, I mean, Ishmael, Jacob, Joseph, Muhammad. Um, Everybody did things differently. It's just like with the Christians. You had Joseph Smith, John the Baptist, the Apostle Church, Baptist Church,
right,
Agape
right,
Church.
different,
I mean, Catholic Church. Everybody did things differently with their own customs. So, now I mean, when you step in your waters, you have to move in your own likeness. I'm not trying to be a carbon copy of somebody else. Jesus said you could be like me or do greater works.
hmm
So that means he's passing the torch. You either can be like me and be stagnated, because I already took you as far as I could. So now I get you to pass the torch and you take it to a higher level, or we'll keep it where it's at. The world is going to a higher event of technology.
right,
So that's where it needs to kick at.
right. Yeah, and just because the technology getting raised, don't mean that you should dumb down the common sense
Mm-hmm.
and the consciousness. Because the more that you dumb that down, like you say, the more easy it is to manipulate or be manipulated.
Ones don't want to think. That's the problem. They're not thinking.
Yeah.
Ones want to use AI to be their thinking mechanism. I AI is my secretary. That's my third mind, I would say. I use my intellect first. I use my brain. I go and then I use that for cross reference or it's gonna
hmm
find me what I need and then I'm gonna dive right into it. I'm not gonna take Chat GBT 100% being right because it's not.
hmm
But it
Right.
could lead me to different routes. I mean, I use ChatGPT as a research tool. That's it. It doesn't control my thinking. It doesn't give me all my answers. It just helps me receive my answers in it. Like I said, it's a research tool
Right. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
because it can't give me sacred information because it doesn't have it.
And more than that, like you say, the sacred information, it ain't the same as sacred intuition or sacred instincts.
It only gives me the information it has access to. It's just like Google. Google has access to the world database. What the world has access to is the mind of the people. As far as the sacred teachings, that's not given to the internet or the public. It's private. So
Yep.
they would never have them tools to give anybody.
Yep. That's a fact. That is a fact. Um, Next question. In a world controlled by a father time, would that be God? Would God be controlled by time? Especially in a day and time where we live by the Roman clock.
The clock was created by man,
Right.
and it's a program system because you go through 12 twice a day. Every number you travel through twice
Cycle.
a day.
Yeah.
So you're being played with twice a day. 12 p.m., 12 a.m., 12 1 p.m., 1 a.m. Nah, man, it's 1 o'clock. I need to get up and move. 9 o'clock, I need to go to sleep. 6 o'clock, I need to get up. So it's a program system. So it's like a signal to your brain. 6 o'clock, get up, go to work, get off work, go to sleep. What time is it? Oh man, what the time is? What is the time? Like you're programmed like a puppet. Tick, 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 tick.
Mm,
Ding, go. Tick, 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 ding, go. Tick, 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 ding, go. You're a puppet. So me, what I'm working on, is going off the grid. And fuck a clock. You would not see no clock in my house. You won't see it in none of the tiny homes or what I'm developing behind the scene. You won't see none of that shit. Know what I
I
mean?
agree
The
with that.
only time the only time you would know that it's about to be nighttime is you'll look at the sun and see that
Stop.
it's about to set. Other than
Mm,
that, we're not paying attention to no clocks. That's called living freely. You can't go off the grid and pay attention to a clock.
yes,
Even
sir.
with the weather, if you pay attention to how the wind blow, or if you got metal plates in you or arthritis, your bones will start tensing up. Rain or something's about to come. This is natural. You don't need no weather channel to tell you anything. Your best weatherman is yourself if you knew the
Goodbye.
science. Back in the day, they didn't have weather channels. Know what I mean? You had that thing on the top of your house that spins. They show you which way the wind blowing. If it's
Hmm.
spinning a little too hard, that means there's a storm coming. You pay attention to the clouds, you can know if it's a thunderstorm, it's gonna rain heavy, or it's gonna rain light. Know what I mean? Like come on, man. We're losing this shit right now. This is getting crazy.
Yeah, like you said though, beloved, that's why we got tap back into the ancestral practices, because not just names that we have, we also gotta understand these names got positions and duties to these positions, so that you are bound by when you take that name. So we can go ahead and go into the next question. Uh, was there a goddess in your belief? Do you think there was a goddess involved in the origin of religion, minor or major religion? Do you think it was a goddess involved in the origin of?
No, the original culture, yes, dealing with indigenous, not Islam,
Right.
not Christianity. Uh, we dealt with something called Pacha Mama. So Mama means earth. Know what I mean? So when we're dealing with the science, we're dealing with you're dealing with nature, the natural law. So Pacha Mama is basically the goddess. Know what I mean? Mama is earth. Pacha is world, universe, time, and space. Know what I mean? So when you say Pachamama, you're talking about the supreme Mother Earth, the river flow, know what I mean?
Right.
The earth, the time, space, index, know what I mean? The universe, the world, know what I mean? We call her Mother Earth. Ain't that what we say?
Mm.
So, that was in
Yeah,
indigenous
ma.
time. Most people don't know who Pachamama is. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't know
Back in
the name.
indigenous day, they be like, Pachamama, please watch over me. Know what I mean? Or Great Spirit, please give me my blessings, keep me
Yeah,
protected. Know what I
that one I
mean?
have.
They didn't pray to Allah or God or Jesus. They was in tune. Know what I mean? You honor the trees because they give you oxygen and nitrogen. Know what I mean? What people don't know, your body takes in nitrogen a lot and oxygen. The nitrogen helps your body intake the oxygen and produce out the carbon
Carbon.
dioxide. Without the nitrogen, you're a die. It'd be like an air balloon. It'll go in and blow your ass up. So a lot of things that's dealing with nature, we do away with. Know what I mean? We don't go outside and hug the trees and honor them for taking in the carbon dioxide, which is a gas that can kill you. Know what I mean?
Right. But
So
yeah,
it's like, what are we doing?
yeah. Nowadays though,
How you eat? You can't eat without grass, the ground, the earth. You
yeah,
cannot survive without the earth being fertilized and being kept up so you can have healthy food. You like beef, you like beef hot dogs, you like hamburgers. Well, if that cow can't eat no good grass, then you can't eat no good burgers.
yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact.
But we are down to 7 minutes.
Um,
As far as like the goddess, you got Shiva. Know what I mean? The Sanskrit. If you go over there in India, you can see that there's three main goddesses over there. Know what I mean? They worship goddesses. They don't worship gods. So
right.
just some people got to do their homework on.
Yes, sir. I
They
agree with
call it
that.
the 10 or 12 armed goddess. Know what I mean? The blue god, they call it.
Mhm. Vishnu, I believe.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, that like you said, I agree with everything you said because without that flow, that stream flowing, how you gonna have the other spark? You know, you gotta have both sparks for the battery to work. So, um, with that, we're gonna go right into the last question. Does just learning these facts make us worthy of calling ourselves an adept or calling ourselves evangelical or worthy enough to preach what we've learned, or does
It's
applying them and customizing them through our own trial and error make us worthy?
when you customize and go through your own trial and error, that's what makes you worthy because now you have experience. You can go. I could take you through the depth chamber 7 times, and you still could be dumb as a box of rocks. You can know the information, but you don't know how to apply it. That's the difference. I mean, you can't apply it to your life. The first chamber, you're like, dang, Jesus sat in a room in all darkness just to find himself. That's crazy. Well, when is your ass gonna sit in a room full of darkness and find yourself?
Yes,
You
sir.
got to
I
go through
agree
the
with
same
that.
ritual as well. Oh, you think you just supposed to read about it? Nah, that's a ritual behind it. So when you read something, try experimenting with it and see where it gets you. Know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I agree with that. I had a deep conversation with a brother last week about religion and just saying that you something or claiming that you something and talking about it don't make you that religion.
That's
Yeah,
what a
actually,
lot of these people do. They're just claiming to be Muslims or Christians. And I'm non-religious. I am spiritual. I'm a part of the divine order. And
that
it's
part.
as
Yes, sir.
simple as that. If you want to talk about religion, I participate in all of them. But would I say I submit to one religion? No, because I'm a seeker of the light. There's light in all the holy books. There's darkness in all the holy books. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there's a light side to me and there's a dark side to me. Just be careful what side you pick.
That part. Yes,
Cause the
sir.
dark side get it in, but the light side will fuck you up too if I gotta serve justice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And like you was saying, it's the practice of what you're doing. You got to actually practice what you know. Um,
Practice what you
the
preach.
things that you're saying, right? Like the customs and stuff that you're supposed to say that you have, and you know, you ain't just reading about it. You actually practicing these things. So you all these things. You actually embodying them for lack of a better term. But yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one, beloved. Definitely agree with you on that one. So
And we
yeah,
should never force somebody to believe what we believe. Do not argue with anybody about what they believe in. If you believe in a fucking apple tree and that apple tree makes you better, cool. Leave it alone. It makes them a better person. I'm okay. They ain't out there killing somebody.
right.
So just leave them be. You ever see a kid that be playing by himself and then the kid go fuck with him? Now he terrorizing everybody. They be like, just leave him be. Leave him alone. Leave him be. He won't
Yeah,
fuck with nobody till you went over there and start fucking with his shit. Know what I mean? It's
yeah.
the same thing in real life.
Hold on.
Leave them people alone. When they create their safe space, don't just go in there tampering with somebody's safe space. Leave them be. But when you crack open the questions about what's the truth and what ain't the truth, you got to be ready to accept the truth for what it is. And if you don't, it's going to be a bunch of chaos.
Alrighty, love you more. Just hit my phone when you get in the house. Uh, Polish, beloved.
Now, all
But,
is well. But
but
we'll
yeah,
go ahead and sum it up. Hopefully, this gives lights to ones. Um, I don't know if ones want to come back and do a Q&A off the record. This will be going up on our YouTube channel. I mean, talk that talk.
right.
Um,
Definitely, like I said, just want to spark some conversations, man, so we can build.
and one's got to go back and do their due diligence for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I definitely agree with that. But peace, beloved. I appreciate you for